Okay, let's just jump right in. What would you do with an extra 50 hours this year? Seriously, think about it. And no, I'm not talking about some complicated spreadsheet or a 47-step morning routine. I'm talking about simple, powerful systems that you set up once and then completely forget about. Today, we're going to break down exactly how to do that.
So, does this sound familiar? You're stuck in what I call productivity purgatory. You know, paying the same bills, buying the same groceries, making the same tiny little decisions day in and day out. It's like your brain is just stuck on a loop, and man, is it exhausting.
All right, let's look at two people. Let's call them Jane and Steve. Now, Jane's week, total chaos. She's manually paying bills, probably late, forgetting appointments, stressing about what to make for dinner. You get the picture. But then you've got Steve. His week is calm. His bills, autopay. Appointments, they were scheduled weeks ago. He's not wasting any brain power on these little things. And here's the kicker. Steve isn't smarter or more disciplined than Jane. He just has better systems.
And that right there is the whole key. You know, you see all these productivity gurus trying to sell you these massive, complex systems that honestly become a second job to manage. We're just throwing that whole idea out the window. The goal here is to make your life easier, not to give you a new job as your own personal project manager. So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll talk about the set and forget philosophy. Then we'll dive into some systems that practically run themselves. After that, I'll give you a simple plan to get started. And finally, we'll talk about how to know if it's actually working. All right, let's dive into the core idea here, the set and forget philosophy. Seriously, getting this part right is the secret to making everything else fall into place.
Now, this is really the most important takeaway. A great system is not another thing on your to-do list. It should work silently in the background, handling all that repetitive stuff so you don't even have to think about it. Yeah, you put in a little effort up front, but the payoff down the road is huge.
And honestly, this is exactly why most of those life hack systems you read about just don't work. They require you to babysit them every single day. They're way too complicated for the messiness of real life. And let's be real, they're built for robots, not for actual humans who get tired and, forget things. A good system has to work for you, even on the days you're not feeling it. Okay, enough theory. Let's get practical. I'm going to give you 3 battle-tested systems that run themselves, and you can literally set these up this weekend. Okay, first up, how about a system that can save you 3 to 4 hours every single month? Not to mention a ton of mental clutter. Yeah, we're talking about your finances.
This is the automatic bill payment system, and it is beautifully simple. Step 1, just list out all your fixed expenses, rent, utilities, you know the drill. Step 2, go online and set every single one of them to autopay from your checking account. Step 3, set up an automatic transfer from your paycheck that covers that total. And what's the result? Well, you never have to think, did I pay that bill again? And the best part? Whatever money is left over is yours to spend completely guilt-free.
All right, next system. This one is for your home, and it can save you 1 to 2 hours a week. I'm talking about that constant low-level tidying that just slowly drives you insane. It's called the Reset Basket System, and it's genius because it's so simple. Here's what you do. You put a basket in each main room, living room, bedroom, office. Then, all week long, anytime you see something out of place, don't put it away, just toss it in the nearest basket. Then, once a week, you do a 10-minute reset. You just grab the baskets and put everything back in its home. Boom! Your house feels organized with basically 0 daily effort.
Okay, our third system is going to save you maybe 15-20 minutes a week, which is nice, but more importantly, this is a huge upgrade for your digital security. It's a really big deal. It's all about using a password manager. Look, the process is super straightforward. You pick a service, there are great ones out there like Bitwarden or 1Password, you import all your passwords from your browser, and then you let it create new, super strong, unique passwords for every single account. You only have to remember one master password. This one thing completely eliminates that, what's my password for this frustration, and it makes you so much safer online. Okay, so you've got some ideas now, but the big question is, how do you actually start this without it turning into some overwhelming new project? Well, let's talk about a super simple implementation plan. The key here is go slow to go fast. Seriously. In week 1, just pick one system, whichever one you think will have the biggest impact for you, and get it set up completely. Then, for the next couple of weeks, just use it, tweak it, make it super easy.
And only in week 4, once that first system is totally second nature, should you even think about adding another one. This is how you build momentum without burning out.
And as you're getting set up, just try to avoid these common mistakes, okay? First, don't make it too complicated. If it's more than 5 steps, it's probably too much. Don't try to automate your entire life overnight. And this is a big one. Design the system for who you actually are, not the hyper-organized person you wish you were. Remember, a good enough system that you actually use is 1,000,000 times better than a perfect one you don't.
So, you've set up a system. How do you know if it's actually working? Let's quickly cover how you can measure your success.
It's actually pretty easy to tell if your system is working. The good signs? You honestly forget it's even there. You notice you have more free time. That little bit of stress around that task just disappears. Now, the warning signs to look out for: if you find yourself actively avoiding it, if it keeps breaking, or if it takes more time to maintain than it actually saves you, well, that's your cue to go back and simplify it.
And that brings us right back to the question I asked at the beginning. What could you really do with an extra 50 hours a year? Would you learn a new skill, spend more time with your family, maybe just finally get some rest? Because that's the whole point of this, isn't it? It's not about being an efficiency machine. It's about freeing up your time and energy for the stuff that actually matters.
You know, the compound effect is real. That little bit of time you save adds up, creating real space in your life for what you love. So start this weekend. Just pick one. Set it up.
If you loved this content, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. And please make sure you click like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for watching.